Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm LC. If this is your first time here, then welcome, and if you're returning, then as always, welcome back. So I'm going to be showing you guys my winter wash and moisturizing routine, and I'm not going to lie to you guys, I haven't washed my hair in like a month, maybe a little over a month, and that's not typically like me. I normally wash my hair like every 2 weeks, but it's been a lot going on. So because of that, I really have been needing to come in and wash my hair. I needed to deep clean my locks and make sure that I'm getting all the dirt and any like dandruff or lint that's gotten caught up in it. I need to get all of that out. I need to clean my scalp, and then I need to moisturize it. And especially during the winter time, my locks will get a lot drier than what they were compared back in the summer. Plus, I just naturally have a dry scalp to begin with, so it's really important that I do take my time and kind of have a consistent winter routine. So if you are similar to me, then hopefully this video will help make sure that you are keeping your locks healthy and clean and moisturized. And if you enjoy this video, then please make sure to like it, and most importantly, please subscribe to my channel. Those two things will really help me out a lot. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get straight into the first step of my routine. So step number 1 is me opening up my locks and getting all of the dirt and dandruff and lint or whatever else can get caught up in your locks, getting all of that out. So I do this first before I do anything, and I actually found this on Instagram on, I forgot their name. It's a person's Instagram page that I follow, but they were basically just talking about opening up your locks a little bit and getting the dirt out. Now, keep in mind, my locks are somewhat maturing, so if you are still early in your starter lock stage, if your locks have not really densed up and matured up, then I don't recommend that you do this method yet, because you don't want to unravel your locks. But you can see here how I'm opening it up and I'm just scratching all of that dirt in there, and you would be surprised how much buildup can accumulate right at the root where your lock begins to kind of form. It can really start to trap a lot of dirt in there, and I only use water and oil on my hair, so I can only imagine, what can be in there if I was to be using heavy products like wax and creams and things like that. But yeah, as you see, I'm just going one by one. I'm opening up the root. That way, when I do go in and shampoo my hair, it's going to be a lot easier to get all of that dirt out of my hair. So I highly recommend this. If your locks are mature like mine, then this is a great step. If your locks are still fresh, then I would wait. Okay, so step number 2 is I scratch my scalp, and I'll show you guys what I mean by this. So I grab a comb. You can use like a rat tail comb or a comb like I have, and I just go in and I lift all that dirt and dandruff off of my scalp. That can definitely accumulate, especially with it being cold outside, and if you do get dry scalp, you can start to get dandruff start to accumulate onto your scalp, which can then get lodged into your lock, and we don't want that. So I'm taking that comb and I'm just going section by section. I'm literally just scratching my scalp to lift up any dirt, any dandruff, any dry scalp. And this is going to really help once I go in and shampoo it. It's a lot easier to get it all out, because sometimes if you don't do this and then you go straight to shampooing, you won't actually get all of that dirt off of your scalp, and you'll be able to tell once you're done shampooing that you'll still see that you kind of have a white film on your scalp, or you still have dirt on your scalp, which you don't want. So this step I think is really important, is to go in and just lift up all that dirt off of your scalp. Now step 3 is when I go in with my hot oil treatment. I do make my own oils for my hair, and I typically just use whatever oils I have at home. I think with this I had a bunch of different oils like jojoba oil, almond oil, I had some grapeseed oil, a few other things, but I just warmed it up in some warm water. Whatever oils your hair likes the most, then go ahead and put those together, warm it up in some warm water, and then after I have went and scratched that scalp, I go in with the hot oil and I put it directly on my scalp, and oh my god, you guys, this feels so good. Like I can't even, the whole process feels good to me, honestly, like lifting my scalp, scratching it. But this is my favorite part, like getting that hot oil directly on your scalp right after you just went ahead and scratched it feels so good. Trust me on that. Trust me. But yeah, as you can see, I just put the oil directly on there, kind of massage it in, and again, this is just to help bring some of those oils and moisture back into my scalp and back into my hair, because it was dry, y'all. My scalp was so dry, like probably the driest dry as it's ever been, but it's definitely starting to get cooler where I live. The air is starting to get crisper, and I can just feel my scalp and my skin in general just becoming drier. So I recommend that you kind of do this routine every 2 to 3 weeks if you do have a dry scalp like mine. And I also take some of that warm oil and I squeeze it into my locks just to get that moisture deep into my lock. I am going to obviously shampoo my hair after this, but I found that when I start with a hot oil treatment, even after shampooing, I still have a nice softness on my hair, which is really nice to help my hair not get dry and brittle. Don't forget to do the front of your scalp, especially if you're like me and you're trying to get your edges nice and thick and strong. I do go in and I apply that nice hot oil onto my scalp. Now I just take a washcloth and I run it under like hot water, or you can microwave it, whichever way to help produce some steam. I put all of my locks together, and you can put them in a bun if you want, if that's easier, but I just put them all together and I put that hot towel on top of my locks just to get that steam starting to flow through my hair, through the follicles, onto my scalp. And then I trap that heat in with a plastic conditioning cap. You can also use a plastic bag. After I let that sit for about 30 minutes, I'm gonna go in and shampoo it. And you guys should already know, if you are a returning viewer, then you know this is my favorite shampoo, my Paul Mitchell Tea Tree shampoo. I think it's great for dry scalp, and it's also great for itchy scalp. And I just think it's an overall great cleanser. So I'm just starting by going directly into the shower with warm hot water and just making sure I'm saturating my hair with that water, getting it nice and wet. So as you can see, I diluted my shampoo a little bit with some water in my hand, and then I just start applying it directly onto my scalp, rubbing it in really nicely, making sure that I am scratching my scalp, lifting up all of that dirt, lifting up all of that oil I just put in there, giving it a really good shampoo. And I'm just going to repeat this over my entire head, making sure that I'm really getting up in there. And then I individually go through each lock that I opened up, as you can see, and I'm like massaging the shampoo right into where I opened up that lock to get. So you can see I'm individually going lock by lock and just rubbing that opening and making sure that I'm really cleansing the lock thoroughly, so that we're getting all of that buildup that has accumulated out of our lock. And then I'm making sure that I'm emphasizing scratching my scalp, lifting up that dirt even more, lifting up all that buildup even more. Even though I only use oil and water, I still get buildup in my hair, and that's just one of the things that comes with having locks, is you have to be very mindful about getting product buildup or any type of buildup. You don't want that to get stuck into your lock. So once I feel like I thoroughly gave my hair a really good shampoo, I'm just going to go ahead and rinse that shampoo out. And I'm actually going to repeat this step again. I always shampoo my hair twice. I never feel like one time is good enough. It's never clean enough in my opinion, so I always go in and shampoo it twice. The reason why I'm using this shampoo again, this shampoo is great, is because it doesn't strip the moisture out of my hair. Normally during more so the summertime, I might use this shampoo as well as like Dr. Bronner's peppermint shampoo, but I did find that Dr. Bronner's is too dry during the winter time, so I just stick to the Paul Mitchell. But you can see this is after one shampoo. It's not clean enough for me, so I'm going to go back in and we're going to apply that same shampoo again, the exact same way, but you see that it's lathering up even more this time, and that's how you know that your hair is starting to get clean, is when your soap is really lathering up. So I'm just going to work this in all over again, focusing it on my scalp, but I'm also this time around going to focus on my locks as well. So I will rub the shampoo all throughout my locks as well as through my scalp. And don't forget to get that front of your scalp. here you guys can just see I'm making sure I'm not missing any strands. And now we're just going to go in and rinse that out thoroughly. We want to make sure that we get all of that soap out of our hair. So I'm going to rinse this for a little while just to make sure that I'm not missing any spots. Okay, so now my hair is nice and clean. You can see this looks like a brand new scalp. So clean. My locks are super clean. We got all that buildup all out. We're looking nice and clean and healthy. And like I mentioned, this is a routine that during the winter time I try to stay consistent with about every 2 weeks. I might not use the hot oil every single time. I typically will use the hot oil once a month, but you could definitely use it every wash routine if you wanted to. But for me, once a month is completely fine. Okay, so as you guys know, we do condition our locks over here on this channel. So I will be using my Pantene natural conditioner, and I don't use too much, but I start at the ends of my hair, especially since the ends of my hair are chemically dyed. I want to make sure that I'm keeping that moisture in and that I'm not creating dry or brittle locks, because we don't want any breakage in our locks or any damage in our locks. And then whatever conditioner I have left over, I work it towards the top of my scalp, and then I let that conditioner sit in my hair as I just continue my shower, and then I rinse it out with cold water and tie my hair up in a t-shirt just to help keep that moisture in. That way it can help to start absorbing the water without it drying out my hair. And now for step 6, I'm going to go in with my aloe vera juice. Now I do make my aloe vera juice from scratch, but I just recently started using aloe vera juice a couple months ago on my locks, and I have seen such a big difference already. Aloe vera juice is great at being a moisturizer. It helps with strengthening and repairing your hair strands. It helps soothe an itchy scalp, and it helps promote hair growth. So all great things that we like. We love aloe. I have like 3 aloe plants in my house, so yeah, I do make my aloe vera juice from scratch. If you would like for me to make a video on how I make my aloe vera juice for my hair and what I put in it, then let me know in the comments and like this video, and I will go ahead and make that video and get that video up for you guys. But yeah, so once I'm done conditioning my hair, I just go through and I spray this aloe vera juice all over my hair. Now I was retwisting my hair in this video, which you guys will see in a separate video, but if you're not retwisting your hair, then still just spray this aloe vera juice all across your locks and just make sure that you really work it in and massage it in. And then for our step 7, we're going to finish it up with some oil on our scalp. And this is the same oil that I use for my hot oil treatment. Again, if you're not retwisting your hair, then you would just apply this oil all throughout your scalp and massage it in. But I am doing it section by section since I did retwist my hair. And here are our final results. So you guys can see my hair is looking so moisturized, really healthy. My scalp looks so good and so clean. Nothing feels dry, nothing feels brittle. You can compare it to when we first started this. Look at all of that buildup and dirt that was in my locks compared to now. Like, my locks look so healthy and so clean. I definitely feel like the hot oil treatment helped a lot with locking that moisture into my hair. But yeah, just look at how healthy our scalp is looking, how clean it's looking compared to what it was looking like before. And this is just how I maintain my locks throughout the winter time. Once the heat starts to pick up, I will change it up a little bit, but that's about it, you guys. So I hope that this is helpful, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If so, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will be back very soon with another video. See you guys later. Bye.